Now, moving on to other people who maybe got way too much recognition and threw someone under the bus, or so we are told, are none other than Sailor's Band versus Mwalimu Rachel. Now, we know Mwalimu Rachel has an amazing brand where she influences artists and people within the entertainment industry, and she tries to grow as many talents as possible, and she manages these talents as well. Now, Sailor's Band was one of those groups which she mentored and she was managing, and apparently it did not come without its fair share of drama. She said that it got to a point where she was actually put in a cell because of sailors. And to be entirely honest, the question came up when she was having an interview with someone and they asked her, what is your biggest regret in life? What is your biggest regret in your career? What is that thing that you did and you're just like, woo, I wish I never did that. And she said, managing sailors gang. And we're just like, wow, what did they do? Was that bad? Yes, it was bad. She was put in prison for a while because of all this drama. Remember, there was the whole tiff with the YouTube channels and the YouTube numbers and who has access and who doesn't have access. There was a lot of drama that came up for it. And so in totality, she said that I have always kept quiet, but because she's not only trying to protect herself, but she's trying to protect all the other people who were took part in the drama. She said, you do not relinquish your motherly care because of turmoil, and that motherly love has always been there. I didn't want a penny. Whatever was remaining in the savings account, I cleared and I gave it to them. So ultimately, she did feel like a mother hen for them. And that love, I feel like sometimes is blinding, because sometimes you are so willing to go above and beyond for people because of that maternal love, but they end up just messing you up and messing up her career. Like, what do you remember the most about Mwalimu Rachel now? Isn't it the drama with sailors? So be sure and be keen to tie yourselves with the right people. What do you think about this whole drama and fiasco?
I feel like there was a miscommunication in what the goal was, in what the dream was. I feel like one person had the dream, I'm going to make you a Kenyan boy band, I'm going to do this and this for you. And this other people were like, but that's not the direction we want to take. And instead of communicating these things together, and especially when it comes to small things like money, you just have a lot of resentment. Even if they took 1,000 bob out of your pay and they didn't explain it, and maybe when she cut, allegedly, I'm just creating a scenario. Even if she cut an amount from your salary or from the amount you're about to be paid, maybe she had another thing. She's paying for these other things that cater to the well-being of all of you. But you guys are looking at it as, she took this, she's making money off of us, she's profiting off of us, and we're not seeing the results. And I feel like, to some extent, the sailors gang were to blame for this thing blowing up out of proportion, because I feel like she was just trying to do her best. Maybe they were a bit too greedy. They really want... You're very famous, but it's not translating in your wallet. So you're going to feel a bit frustrated. Who are you going to take out this frustration on?
Of course,
obviously your manager. And you're saying you're also a big brand. You seem like you're doing well. Why are we struggling? You seem like you're driving, you're living in this whatever. You're thriving, but us, your artists, we are struggling, and everyone knows us. Everyone is saying we are famous. How am I in a matatu and everyone is looking at me funny like, did you not do a show the other day? So I do see how these things could have happened, but it didn't have to go the way it did, because it was too much.
Niko na swali. Same question. Have you had weird management, dealing with weird management? How did it work out for you? You had issues?
I mean, they did their part. Actually, they are entertainers. So they had the part and they were given the part. But I think according to the management and how they were dealing with it, at some point, I think they had not agreed on the way of, like, what should we get up until this time that we get to this point, what should we get? I think there was they should have, like, made some agreement on that, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to YouTube and everything, I think Mwalimu Rachel should have actually considered people are coming. They were YouTube, they know much about entertainment, but they have the talent and they put their hustle into that. I think Mwalimu Rachel should have, like, considered them.
She should have done better as
so
management.
You think there was a bit of a scam there?
Yeah, because the boys they were doing the thing actually.
They were doing good.
That boy, like, guitar.
Uh-huh.
He been doing the thing.
Uh-huh.
Like free, he been doing the thing. But when it comes to like the payment and everything, I think that's where they go. Oh, that's where they go.
Yeah.
But they were doing amazing things.
All right, all right. Local Mwananchi and talent is telling you that there was a scam somewhere. We just need better information.
The math was not mathing.